Welcome to January 30th. Today, we're not only celebrating Croissant Day, but we're also taking a walk down memory lane to look back at some of the most interesting and significant events that happened on this day in history. Starting off with 2020, the year that changed our lives forever, the world was introduced to the COVID-19 virus. But let's not dwell on the negatives. Instead, let's focus on the silver linings. We now know how to properly wash our hands, and Zoom is no longer just a verb, it's a way of life. So, let's give a virtual high five to all the Zoom call veterans out there. In 2017, researchers discovered the earliest known ancestor of humans. And the answer to the ultimate "who's your daddy" question is, drumroll please, a microscopic, bag-like sea creature. Who would have thought that we have a bag-like sea creature to thank for our existence? And speaking of launching, in 2013, South Korea successfully launched its first launch vehicle into orbit. It took them 3 attempts, but as the old saying goes, third time's the charm. In 2010, Justin Bieber reached 1 million followers on Twitter. And, let's be honest, we all have that one friend who's still a believer. So, a shout out to all the believers out there. In 1965, over 320,000 people attended Winston Churchill's funeral. If Churchill were alive today, he'd probably be nodding in agreement at all the drama in politics. But let's remember, he was a statesman who led the UK through its darkest hour, and his legacy still inspires us today. In 1948, the world lost one of the greatest leaders and peacemakers, Mahatma Gandhi, to assassination. But his legacy lives on, and his teachings continue to inspire us to strive for a better world for future generations. And finally, in 1956, terrorists bombed Martin Luther King Jr.'s home. It's a somber reminder that hate still exists in the world, but it's also a call to action for us to stand up against it and make a positive impact. Well, that's it for today's history lesson, folks! But let's not forget the main event, it's Croissant Day! So, go ahead, treat yourself to a delicious, flaky pastry. And why not leave a hilarious message on someone's answering machine while you're at it? And before we go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for new updates and to like this video. We'll be back with more interesting facts and events, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching! January 30th, everyone! One more thing, if I have missed something, feel free to leave a comment below. And let's make it a fun and memorable January 30th.